I just really feel like with the type of years that Michigan has had back to back, that this is a real opportunity to take this momentum and to really hit the recruiting grounds hard, make some headway, get into a different tier of recruiting classes. Instead of being historically, I know you're really good with with your stats, but probably in the top 15, top 10 as a program because you get in the top seven, top five. By being the CFP back to back years. And it's been anything but that, right? They've actually gone up to a really slow start with recruiting, and I believe that it has a lot to do with you know this two-step that Jimmy has done the last 2 years.
Yeah, and he's also made comments that made it sound for sure that this is a thing of the past. Is Was his big statement last year, and he obviously wasn't thinking forward. He was just speaking in the moment and thinking, okay, I got past this, and this isn't going to happen right now, so I can make this big, grand, bold statement to put everybody at ease in maize and blue to say I'm here and this is behind me. And I don't remember exactly the terminology, but here we are, one off season later, and he's back at it. And yeah, I think he needs to be a little bit more careful with what he says and doesn't say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, your words have meaning, especially when it seems like you're trying to put a stop to rumors or make some kind of emphatic statement, and it just seems like even when you do that, your actions fly in the face of that. So now it's coming off as you're being either misleading or you're just lying, right? You're not being transparent, and I think at the end of the day, that's all Michigan fans can ask for. Especially speaking for myself, I mean, I would never condemn anybody for trying to expand their career and take on different type of opportunities. I mean, the NFL is the height of the coaching profession in football. That's the height of it. S- you know or maybe it's equal and it's just a different game if you want to look at it that way, but it's obvious that it was a area in his career he has success, and it feels like he probably has unfinished business there, and that's okay. But come on, man, back to back years, if you weren't really done with this so-called itch that you've had, then why go out there? After last year, after your interview with Minnesota and it didn't work out, would you say that this was over? How about you to say, this is something that I'm interested in, but as of now, I'm committed to this program. But it's just, and maybe it's just due to his personality. But I know one thing: he's not doing anybody any favors, including himself.
The one thing I will say is, though, that even though I don't agree with his approach, and again, it's more about what he has said this offseason that I've seen, and definitely last offseason that have obviously turned out not to be true. Uh, if he's getting courted by NFL teams, I don't know how to handle that in a delicate fashion just because he's got one of the premier jobs in college football. And he also wants to see what these NFL clubs have to say and what they're going to offer.